heavy it is.
This time on Heavy Rescue 401.
Stay in sync with this one.
Big changes
Watch that catch strap.
on a big job.
Catch her, Glenn. Catch it, Glenn.
We could puncture the tanks.
Soft shoulder,
There's gonna be somewhat of a tango dance going on.
hard slide,
Whoa! You gotta get out of there.
and a shifted load
Heavy enough that I could kill somebody.
meets shifting winds.
I don't want to pull you off the trailer.
Visibility's good.
Everything's clear here.
Thank you for the good news. Appreciate it, brother.
The day is winding down in Toronto.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
And drivers are flooding out of the city, trying to beat a winter storm that's moving in.
Yeah, here it comes, guys. Here it comes.
But just as the rush hits its peak,
Oh, yikes.
the snow starts to fly.
Holy, this is gonna be bad. Dry roads, and then that.
The first blast of snow passes quickly, but leaves its mark.
Yeah, I just passed a collision.
That looks bad. Wow.
And on the westbound 401 at Renforth,
Why are we going so slow?
the latest crash has shut down all express lanes.
A lot of traffic here backed up.
All lanes blocked, all lanes blocked.
We have tractor trailer just lost control and jackknife. The storm comes in and people unfortunately have forgotten what winter's all about.
Sergeant Terrence Reefer is working to manage the scene so drivers can get home.
They're hooked up right now. They're just trying to straighten out the tractor and the trailers.
A heavy crew is already on scene.
We're just trying to get the backlog through so we can clear out that congestion behind us.
They've hooked up the semi, but Sergeant Reefer still can't open the entire road.
Unfortunately, the tractor lost some diesel, so they have a cleaning crew coming to make sure the highway is safe, and then hopefully we can get the highway open shortly after that.
But with rush hour volume traffic, it's a bad time for a distraction.
We can have secondary accidents because of the closure. So right now, it's paramount for us to get the highway reopened.
Traffic is jam-packed. You're gonna be a while. That is not good.
On North America's busiest highway, closure is not an option.
Just still give them the 2 lanes to come through. Yeah.
As the police try to usher traffic safely through the spill zone,
Holy smoke.
Sergeant Reefer's concerns about a secondary crash are only growing.
Fortunately, too many rubberneckers and they're not going to drive through.
You cannot take away your attention from what your primary job is and which is to drive the vehicle.
But one driver is doing more than just slowing down for a quick look.
Cell phone in hand. I'll be back.
She's got her cell phone in her hand and she's running a video of the crash scene.
There's a bus line from the scene.
People are so engrossed in this new media age, not thinking of how much danger they're putting everybody else, as well as myself. And truly doesn't matter how fast or slow you are going. Once you put that cell phone in your hand, as the driver of the motor vehicle, it is against the law.
Within 10 minutes, Sergeant Reefer arrives back on scene after pulling over the driver.
Instead of stopping, she just drove away thinking I wasn't going to follow her. So she's got a nice certificate now and she's going to have to deal with that in court.
And on this scene at least, the end is in sight.
The cleanup crews have arrived now. Just a matter of cleaning up the spilled diesel and then we should be good to go.
vehicles and remove all links of the field right now.
But as the night stretches on, police, maintenance crews, and tow operators
That's a strange place to end up.
keep up the fight across the city.
It's crazy.
Looks like a bad spot.
By morning,
The wind's blowing a little more.
the last of the front has blown through,
Super gusty here, so things are getting blown around.
pushed out by heavy winds. But there are still messes to clean up. And just around the tip of Lake Ontario, Todd Stewart is on the move.
By the looks of that snow, that wind's really blowing good. It's gonna get pretty windy really fast down there. Not a good sign.
Metro Truck Group's Rotator operator is facing his first job in a whole new position.
I got a tractor trailer with a load shift. Looks like it shifted some blocks right into the back of the cab, from what I've been told.
Just 2 years ago,
We're gonna try the impossible.
You go.
the former mechanic was drafted into Metro's heavy crew,
40,000 pounds on your boom head. That's a lot of weight.
working with manager Glenn Hopman
Are you good?
to earn his place at the controls of the Rotator.
Good job. Nice.
I look forward to getting up in the morning, and yeah, we have long days, but you know what? From what I was doing before, this hands down it's kind of like my dream job.
Today, Todd is heading to his first job as head of the heavy division.
There's a lot more to learn, but I guess I'm gonna have to do it on my own. I basically have to turn to myself to make sure that everything gets done right and safely and nobody gets hurt.
Just hope everybody's okay. Big mess.
90,000 pounds of shifted concrete slabs.
Looks like somebody probably turned fast in front of the driver and caused them to have to stop fast. 2 big concrete slabs came loose or broke off and slid forward into the cab of the truck.
It pushed the cab pretty far forward. Driver's lucky he walked away from it.
So we'll use one on each side?
Yeah, one on each side.
Okay, boss. So we're gonna pick them up. We're gonna take them from the front. We're gonna put them on the back of the trailer. Okay, boss, can you step back?
The plan is simple.
I just don't know how it's gonna react because it's pinned, right?
But there's a wrinkle in the execution.
I don't have my remote for the Rotator. It's broken, so we've sent it out for repair. So basically I have to do this load shift right beside the truck on the controls, right where the load is. And it's gonna be hard because I don't have visual. I have to use the customer as a second set of eyes.
I need one of your guys over here. That's a heavy block, 2,900 pounds. Heavy enough that I could kill somebody. Come on, just a little more. A little more. Nice, that's what we want. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna try to swing it right around.
As Todd maneuvers the first slab,
Ah, she's swinging good.
there's a new problem blowing in.
Windy over here.
Right where we are, it's all open land, so the wind picking up, it can be very dangerous.
One down, one to go. Oh, that wind's really picking up, man. Woo! Really worried about that one.
This second slab, it's maybe 1,000 pounds heavier. So the situation just went from nervous to actually nerve-wracking.
Hey, boss, can I just have the road for a minute while I swing around?
If it falls on a car going by, I mean, I could kill somebody, and I don't want that on my conscience.
That wind's really blowing good.
I'm really concerned about picking these things up and them moving around in the wind. I can't see where I'm actually putting them down, and I can't really see what the wind is actually doing with it. I have to really rely on the customer, and I don't know the customer.
Thing's swinging like a bastard. Here, let's see. If it starts going too hard, let it go. Okay, I don't want to pull you off the trailer, okay?
The onus falls on the operator, and the operator is me. Anything happens, anybody gets hurt, it's my fault, it's my responsibility.
You want it back there, right? I gotta go out, turn, and then down, okay? That wind's just gonna push it all over. Hey, are we okay there? Whoa, watch your head. If it starts going too hard, let it go.
Just off the QEW in Niagara on the lake.
Hey, are we okay there?
Todd's fighting heavy concrete and heavy wind.
That wind's really blowing good. Whoa! Watch your head!
The wind's picking up, the load is not stable. I got people here I'm working with. I don't know, I've never worked with them before.
Can you go on the other side, help them?
It's really nerve-wracking.
Okay? Awesome, good job.
Once that concrete slab actually touched down on the trailer, it was a great sigh of relief.
Perfect. You can let them through again. Yep.
Traffic is back on the move.
Oh, that's it. We're gonna hook up to this truck. We're gonna get this lane open and we're gonna get out of here.
I'm trying to get this thing off the road as fast as I can get it off the road. I don't want to be out here any longer. We don't want the road shut down any longer.
There we go. Just like that. Much better. Cab didn't break right away, did it? Yeah, it did. Cab mounts look like they're broken from being pushed forward.
As I'm inspecting it, I'm finding that this cab is pushed forward like 6 to 8 inches.
Yeah, the back broke right away, all the shocks, the air mount.
It won't be as simple as a quick hook and tow.
I don't want the cab to fall off and cause any more damage to either the cab or to somebody driving beside it.
Not so much just drive away, eh?
Let's go.
400 miles east. The temperature has been rising for 2 days. And the Herb's towing heavy crew is hitting the road.
We're heading to the 138 for a jackknife. We need to get this road open now.
Up front, Bill Fell is at the wheel of the 80-ton Rotator. Right behind him,
Definitely want to get this out as quick as we can.
Zach Thompson is driving the 40-ton wrecker.
From what I've heard, it jackknifed right in. It's resting on the fuel tanks, so it should be interesting.
The call is urgent, and both operators are still recent additions to the heavy crew.
This year is my second year working for Herb's. My expectations are definitely to improve a lot more on myself and show Andrew that what he's showing me the past year and that I can do this.
Holy moly. This is sketchy.
The fully loaded grocery truck swerved to miss a car and jackknifed into the ditch.
Might have to swing from the ass end, grab the line, and bring it back to the front.
Herb's co-owner Andrew Vink has already scoped out the job and found that the 60,000-pound semi is in a tough spot.
Ended up in the ditch deep enough that the saddle tanks are on the ground, so if we just winched them out, we could puncture the tanks. Bill, keep an eye on that line.
The saddle tanks aren't designed to be touching the ground. Anything we do can rupture these tanks and cause an environmental disaster.
Andrew, how far forward do you want to go?
Between the saddle and the dolly.
Bill will lift the trailer up and free of the ditch, while Zach pulls the tractor straight.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, Bill?
Yep.
So boom out.
This wasn't going to be a straight pull. We need to use a little finesse.
And Bill will be running the most powerful rotator in the province.
I got a little nervous, I'll admit. I was a little nervous.
Okay, right there.
They need to work as close to the semi as possible.
I'll grab the angle.
To minimize their boom lengths and maximize lifting power.
Yep, that's it.
Ooh, she's slick.
But the warm weather has thawed out the ground.
The shoulder is extremely soft. It's not the best conditions to work in or anchor a truck. Oh.
These kind of roads sometimes aren't built as the same quality as a 401, so the shoulders aren't designed to carry as much weight.
Did we get 2 more pieces of cribbing, Bill?
Yep.
We'll put 2 more on this leg on the front.
The wood will spread out the rotator's weight and hopefully provide enough stability.
Bill, you good?
Yes.
Okay, winch in. Winch in on your blue.
Anchoring the legs eliminated the chance of the truck sliding. It's the theory behind it. It doesn't always go to plan.
Okay, move up. Move up a little bit. All right, line in, Bill. Line in a little bit on your left.
We're lifting this thing up and the 80 starts to slide over.
Keep on whinging.
Whoa.
Come up a little bit.
On Highway 138 between Ottawa and Cornwall.
Line in a little bit on your left.
Herb's rotator
Keep on whinging.
is losing ground.
Whoa.
What the?
She slid on the cribbing.
The front end went over probably, I'd say, 6 to 8 feet, just in a fraction of a second.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was a little scary.
We need to get that right here.
It was wet, the truck was on an angle, shoulder was soft, the cribbing sunk a little bit. It was the perfect components for the stuff to go sideways.
Andrew gets ready for a second attempt with one crucial difference.
Instead of anchoring both legs at the same time, we only anchored the left side. So only the left side was touching the ground. The right side of the truck was completely off the ground.
Rotate towards the back, Bill.
The new plan should eliminate the sliding.
Go down a bit more.
But it comes at a heavy price.
There.
It reduced the stability of the truck because you were only working with one leg being on the ground.
All right, so boom up and boom in, Bill. There you go.
Just try to forget what just happened, carry on, and be in focus for the remaining of the recovery.
Okay, try that again. Boom out a little bit. Okay, boom up. Very gentle. She's off the ground here, boy. She's looking good.
Now, with the front of the trailer suspended, the 2 newest members of the heavy crew need to work together.
As he rotates, you bring it in. So you guys got to talk together because you can't go further ahead than his boom following you. Okay. There's going to be somewhat of a tango dance going on.
The stakes on this job for Zach are quite high. He's got to be able to match the speed of the rotation of the 80-ton to make sure that he's not stressing the lines or pulling the load away.
Zach?
Yep.
Start pulling.
Let's get this thing out of the ditch.
My speed's good for you, Bill?
Bill, keep her straight and just swing in. You'll be good. Up there.
Yeah, it's a little finicky of maneuver.
Pulling ahead. Okay. Woo. Beautiful.
Once the trailer was past us, we re-rigged to the ass end of the trailer and lifted the trailer completely from the ditch at that point.
I'll just let it go. We unrig, then he can pull ahead and get out of the scene. This girl danced a little bit more than what I like to see her dance, but went well.
There, that went pretty textbook. I'm very happy with that. Just a huge sense of relief and an accomplishment, knowing that we got the job done as a team.
Good. Okay, beautiful.
Relief. We got it back on the road. He was able to drive away. Done.
Good team building. Let's reopen this highway.
Grab the front of this.
Back in Niagara on the lake, Todd's ready to move the tractor out of the way.
So this cab got so damaged, it caved the actual side panels in. I can't even open the doors. So I gotta climb through a window so I can release the brakes.
We're gonna pull it ahead, get it out of here, pull off to the side of the road.
But physics is working against him.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
I'm having a good look at this trailer and I'm noticing that most of the weight's at the front. It's actually hanging over the dolly legs. So I'm really concerned that when I pull the actual truck out from underneath it, that trailer doesn't do a nosedive. It's a lot of weight and yeah, you never know.
All that weight on the front of that trailer, there's no way.
Todd will have to make a very quick swap before the weight forces the front of the trailer to seesaw over and collapse.
I'm really hoping that once I get it out, I get the customer to back his truck in right away.
I'm thinking she's just gonna tip. Okay, gotta get out of there right away. Too much weight.
It's a real hairy moment right now.
Come on!
My heart's just racing, and I'm praying to the tow gods, please let this just go properly.
Looks like you got underneath it. Man, she was tippy.
Tow gods were kind to me. I'm so happy to have this done. Basically, it's my first solo recovery. It went unbelievably well.
A solid victory to mark the start of a whole new challenge.
That's it, another one done. On to the next one.
I still love my job. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I wouldn't even go back to pulling wrenches anymore and being a mechanic because I like this job and I love it so much.
I came through there earlier. It was not bad.
145 miles west.
Blick puck.
A series series of squalls has been battering the highway around Strathroy.
There's a tractor trailer in the ditch.
And leaving a trail of casualties in the ditches along the 402.
That's pretty freaking crazy.
We've got quite the system moving through today. A lot of snow, a lot of wrecks going on.
And just after 6 a.m., Colin answers the first call of the morning.
Oh boy. Oh, I hate garbage trucks. They're mean, they're heavy, they're nasty, and they stink. Holy crap. Wow. The tractor's fully separated from the trailer. The hydraulic lines, everything's snapped right off. This is definitely a big mess. It actually ripped the trailer off of the tractor. This thing went in hard. Buddy's lucky this trailer didn't roll right over top of his truck. Holy crap.
Sliding on a patch of ice, the westbound hauler spun out of control and flipped before skidding into the median.
All right, what do we got here on this one?
Staring down this heavy job, Colin will need help. And his father, Gary, has just arrived on scene.
Wow. Yeah, she's gonna be a big, heavy one, Cole. Big.
Load and trailer is about 120,000, so yeah, this is heavy, Cole. This is really heavy.
These garbage haulers, they're one of the heaviest things that run up and down our highway. It's just a big brick is really what it is.
Oh, man.
We're in for the long haul today.
Oh, God. It's gonna be a mess. Wow. Yeah, she's gonna be a big, heavy one, Cole.
On the westbound 402 in Strathroy.
Oh, man. It's gonna be a mess.
Gary and Colin are staring down the toughest kind of job they ever face.
We've got this garbage hauler rolled over, 120,000 pounds with the load and the trailer itself on these. These are big, heavy units.
Yep. So let's get this tractor out of the way.
Yeah.
The tractor is separated from the trailer. We're gonna pull the tractor up onto the roadway, get it clear because we have to make some room.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up through here and then we'll pull across this way, Colin. Okay.
But the real weight is in the trailer. And unlike the tractor, it didn't stay on its wheels.
Good thing I did my cardio at the gym last night.
If I was to operate this unit in the ditch like this, it would actually sink down into the mud. We need to get this right as close to the road and the hard asphalt as we can.
Fancy. This will be a good test for the new truck. Feels like a spaceship. All computerized, gotta get used to that.
This morning will be Colin's first time operating the new Rotator.
There's gonna be a lot of pressure on me for this one. Okay, let's pull it.
His first task is just to get it into position for the upright.
It's heavy. That's good. You see how heavy it is when it's digging in like this in the ground. Pretty amazing.
Gary will need all the backup he can get.
Okay, let's get this disconnected.
So just before 8 a.m.,
Smells like a garbage truck.
the newest member of the crew rolls up.
You're supposed to have this done by now.
I know, right?
Jeez. Keep going, you're good. Keep going.
Glenn Hoffman.
Are you good?
Former leader of Metro's heavy team.
Okay, go ahead.
Todd Stewart's former mentor.
Nice.
You're here.
We just got here. How you doing?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Good.
Gary and I have known each other for quite a few years. I've come to his yard many times.
Top 10 Wreckmasters of 2019.
Just last month, they met up at the Tomans Expo in Atlantic City.
Mr. Glenn Hobman.
Where Glenn was receiving a prestigious award.
Glenn's one of those guys you can tell is a quality guy. Good guy that fits well with our personalities at our shop.
When Glenn's wife got a job offer nearby, he turned to Gary for an opportunity.
It's a really big change for my family. We're gonna sell the house in Niagara and make a new life out in Sarnia. See how we do.
All right, do you want to suck yours in and we'll...
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the opportunities with Preferred, but I don't want to forget what I learned with Metro.
What's our guess on weight? 140?
120.
120?
You're 120. Load and
trailer.
Trailer, yep.
Holy.
Okay, let's back it off, guys. Let's get a lift on it. Let's pick it up.
Gary is looking to lean more on his crew as he focuses on managing the expanding company. Today will be a test.
I'm gonna spin this truck around, facing that way.
Okay.
We're growing. We've got a lot more equipment coming in. At some point in time, it has to happen, so I have to learn to step back.
This one's only a lift, so you want to get as close as you can. You think you can stretch it out and get it? I'm okay with it.
I'm gonna slide her back so I was off the tailboard.
Okay.
Gives me as much counterweight as I can.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
I'm all right with it.
You know, with recovery work, there's all kinds of different styles. It's part of the process of growing and learning to work together.
And if you can reach out and get up in there, Carl, you'll be good. Okay.
To roll the trailer, the crew must first lift the front end just enough to slide straps in place.
Okay, go ahead.
Good news, it's coming up.
There she goes.
Now I see air, my friend. All right, let's get those straps under it.
But this preliminary lift gives them a preview of just how much weight each rotator will have to handle.
62,000 pounds.
Right at the limit then.
It's gonna make it really miserable to try and get it up.
Pretty piled up now.
140 miles northeast.
No squalls passing through here all day like this.
Another front is slamming into Toronto, making a mess of the highways and heading north.
Welcome to winter.
25 miles north of the 401 in Aurora.
It's all ice.
John Allen has fallen prey.
We got this burst of weather come in, so it's like big snowflakes, and it packed down ice everywhere. I showed up to pull this little truck out of the ditch. Coming up the hill, I put myself in the ditch here. I just can't get the traction to climb it up and out.
So today, it's John who needs a heavy rescue.
George Ross on the way. Hopefully George's little truck has got enough power to pull me out. There's George there.
Veteran operator George has worked alongside John at Abrams for a decade.
I'm gonna throw a line on him on the front of my truck, and then I'm just gonna pull him off.
Before he can free up John's truck, he needs to pull out the customer.
Will you turn this way? Nice and easy.
The courier van was a quick job.
Oh, yeah. Definitely in there really good.
But now George and his 25-ton medium-duty wrecker need to wrestle out.
That's it.
The Rotator.
A little weary about him getting me out. You know, his truck's just, it's not big enough.
I'm almost 70,000 pounds. George is barely 30,000 pounds. I'm hoping he can do this.
Pull it tight.
Come on, you can do it. This is really slippery, man.
This thing's not going. He's giving it all he's got, but the only thing moving is George's truck. Not working.
Wow, this is crazy. This is really slippery, man.
This thing's not going.
North of Toronto, in Aurora.
Wow, I can't believe how icy this is. This is crazy.
John's Rotator is too much for the 25-ton record.
Wow, this is crazy.
George is pulling, but the only thing moving is George's truck. He's pulling himself closer to me.
Oh, boy.
And if George's truck can't get him out,
them wheels are just spinning.
John will be waiting hours for a heavy wrecker able to finish the job.
This ain't good.
Let's get the angle line to give more of a lift. It's gonna pull down on the back of his truck and hopefully give him the anchorability that he needs. Pull up, pull him up, pull him up, pull him up.
That's it, come on. Beautiful. Yay, we're good. A little truck like this, pull that big beast out.
For a minute there, I was worried the little pony wasn't gonna be able to do it, but
Hey, don't talk bad about my truck.
I got the big truck. I got to call one of the smaller trucks and come and get me out. You know, it's a pride thing.
George's rescue operation is a success.
Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy.
Now both operators can assist other drivers in need.
It hurts a little bit, but I'll get over it.
Yeah, Mother Nature's bit me on this one. I think I need some snow tires.
That's the two on team.
What are we thinking, Glenn?
Back on the 402 in Strathroy.
I'm thinking I want to roll a garbage truck over.
I'm thinking I want to do it too.
Gary and Glenn have positioned their wreckers and are finalizing the rigging for the 120,000-pound roll.
I'm gonna let Glenn run this rotator here. You're gonna run the new one? Yeah. I'll be on the 35-ton. Okay. Let's get her set up. Okay, Glenn. I was thinking we had a catch line. Probably have to winch it right to the ground. Better to be safe than sorry, my friend.
There's extreme weights we're dealing with.
This trailer is going to be a monster. Get up.
Gary will pull down in front with Colin lifting in the middle. Glenn will lift the back and catch the trailer, easing it down.
Let's tighten this one up, see what I've got. It's good, just keep going. Going. Good? Good there, okay? Let's get our remotes.
With this heavy load, they can't let any single wrecker take on too much of the weight at any point.
Glad watch that. Okay, so the hardest part of this lift is don't let anybody get ahead. Stay in sync with this one. This is a big, heavy load. You don't want to put all the weight on just one truck. You could break the strap, cause the truck to pull sideways. So all kinds of variables in this.
And they're working with not just a new member, but also a brand new machine.
The problem we have is the new Rotator, no one knows how fast the winches are. This is brand new. This is his first big job out.
Everybody ready? I'm ready. As we're gonna be. Okay, let's go. Start winching.
just to make sure everything's dead even at all times.
Keep an eye on your straps. Okay. We really need to stay in sync. And Glenn being a new guy to our team, we don't know exactly what he does and doesn't do. So it's going to be a test for us.
Colin, can you winch?
I'm winching.
Okay.
It's a game of communication. It's a game of looking at each other and understanding the small nuances between each other to say, okay, you're good, I'm good, let's keep going and working together.
Keep going.
Are you moving, Glenn? Okay. Keep going, guys. How we doing?
He's heavy.
That's it, buddy. You're getting her.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Winch her up. Keep going, guys. Glenn, watch that cat strap.
Okay.
Here she comes. Catch her, Glenn. Catch it, Glenn. Catch it. Whoa. Keep going, guys.
In a median on Highway 402.
Glenn, watch that cat strap.
The preferred crew, with their new member, must work together.
Here she comes. Catch her, Glenn. Catch it, Glenn. Catch it. Whoa. There we go.
Well, that's gross. Oh, that stinks. Oh.
It came down safely, but not as smoothly as planned.
You all right with it, the catch and all that? It was coming down pretty hard.
It did.
We maybe got a little ahead of ourselves and didn't quite get the catch that we wanted on that, and that was okay. It's a tough thing to do.
Came over faster than I thought it was going to.
Yep. Everyone, we get better.
For our first job together, it is always difficult.
The family gel may not be there yet. We're all learning who does what skill sets everybody has. Just watch your head.
Careful, don't fall. That's gross.
But I was happy with how it came down. He did a good job, and I was satisfied it landed, didn't roll onto any of the other trucks, so it was a win.
I think we left a little green.
It's just to replace the grass it took out.
And a clear victory in such a heavyweight battle is a promising beginning.
When you've got a guy that's trained, he's qualified in what he does, and he's had that experience, and that's just the kind of guy I'm looking for on our crew.
You're gonna have to give it a big gas to get in there.
Bumpy, bumpy.
It's gonna take all winter to get this a well-oiled machine. I just hope Gary's happy with what he got, because so far, I'm happy.
That was good. That was good, guys. That is teamwork.
Good boy.
Late that afternoon in Niagara, Glenn's former colleague, Todd, has called it a day.
I got to get off work early today so I could come out and see my daughter's horse's lesson. They're training him. He's never been ridden. He's looking pretty good, eh, kiddo?
Yep. Being a bit sassy today.
Sassy?
Yeah.
Nice. Towing and recovery, it's really hard on the family life. You can talk to any of the tow operators out there. He's doing good, looks good.
We only missed 2. Good boy.
So now that I'm the lead operator with Metro, puts more responsibility on me. But at the end of the day, I'm working for my family to be able to provide for my family. She's my life. Everything I do for her. Yeah, it makes me really happy. Yeah, just to see that smile, the beautiful smile, that's all that matters.
Well, that's harsh. Next time on Heavy Rescue 401.
There's some concerns of how structurally sound the pole is now.
A teetering pole.
It's really windy out here today.
Lights up a tough job.
Let's see what's gonna happen.
Stop! Hold it!
Whatever comes, we gotta deal with it.
Prince
You gotta go inside.
digs deep
Go, go, go. That truck burned pretty good.
and a gassy load
Want to know my plan? No.
blows up on Duncan.
There she goes.